Hello everybody, welcome back to Toons Reviews. Here today we're going to be discussing my 3 favorite fragrances from the brand Nishane, which is a wonderful niche house. I have been on a Nishane kick for the last 2 years. My first Nishane fragrance that I had discovered was back in I think late 2018 or so. And in the time since, I've grown to love the brand, and I have quite a few fragrances from the brand, but this is going to be my top 3 picks that I would say are wonderful for anyone that's checking out the brand for the first time. My first choice is a wonderful fougere fragrance called B612. B612 is a beautiful concoction of cypress and lavender and oak moss. There's some tonka bean, there's some cedar wood, and it's just a really timeless, gentlemanly, barbershop type of fragrance, but there's a really modern, chic, beautiful, almost edge to this fragrance that makes it set apart from all the other fougeres that are on the market right now. This happens to be probably my first or second favorite. It would be a toss-up between this and Invasion Barbare. So if you love fougere fragrances and you would like to check out one that has more of a modern twist on it, not quite as rough around the edges as something you'd find from the 70s or the 80s, I would highly recommend B612. I do think that this fragrance has a wonderful longevity, wonderful sillage, and this is something that anyone from the ages of 25 or so and up can pull off. Again, just a beautiful fougere fragrance that I think is perfect for any occasion, really. You can dress it up or dress it down, and it's sexy. You're gonna smell sexy and clean and sophisticated, so if that's something that you would like to check out B612 by Nishane. My second favorite fragrance from Nishane was my first discovery. I had found this fragrance back in 2018. There was a lot of buzz about this fragrance, and a lot of it had actually been created from Benjamin from Centaur Fragrances, so thank you so much, Benjamin, for finding this fragrance and kind of putting me onto the house. But this is something that I find to represent almost a love story. I think that this fragrance really develops on my skin in such a way where I kind of envision this young, beautiful couple dancing with one another on a hot, humid day in the summertime with nothing but street lamps providing them light as the sun goes down, which is how I described it when I reviewed it almost 2 years ago. So my opinion hasn't changed too much as far as what I get out of the fragrance, but I will say that I wear the fragrance actually more than I did then, and I've learned to appreciate it more because I think we're in a place right now in perfumery where a lot of things can feel redundant, especially with some of your favorite notes when you've checked out quite a few fragrances that kind of possess those notes that you've learned to grow so fond of. And for me, tobacco is a fragrance note that I absolutely adore. So the note breakdown for Fan Your Flames, if you hadn't guessed it, is so delicious and intoxicating to me. We have coconut, rum, tobacco, cedar wood, and for me it's just a very unique take on tobacco. So if you're looking for a tobacco, slightly almost gourmand, not quite to that level, I would check out Fan Your Flames. I do find that this does have some rough around the edges nuances to it, but I think over time I've kind of changed my mind slightly as to how I approach the fragrance. It used to be a very specific moment that I would have to wear this because I did feel like it was quite loud and almost borderline animalic, with almost possessing this filthy quality to it, like you would find in something like Duro or Pardon by Nasomato. But I've actually changed my mind slightly about that, so I do think that this is something you can dress up or dress down, but it's absolutely elegant and beautiful when you do dress it up. So this is one of my favorites for making an impact for others, and I'm dressed up in a suit. So if you're looking for a fragrance like that, check out Nishane's Fan Your Flames. Again, this was the first fragrance from the brand that I owned, and I absolutely love this stuff. Check it out. And the final Nishane fragrance that we'll be discussing in my top 3 Nishane fragrances, if you hadn't guessed already, it is my absolute favorite. This fragrance, I've gone through a 50 ml bottle in only 7 months' time. So, and it's an extrait de parfum. All these are extrait de parfum, by the way. So they have wonderful lasting power. Their ability to project, their ability to last, their ability to kind of go through the cold, even with Oolong Cha. which isn't on this list, but is a nice fragrance. Lasts all day long for me. Anyways, this is my most favorite from Nishane, Ani. Ani is just a beautiful citrus, ginger, vanilla bomb with some sandalwood. It's creamy, it's potent, it's beautiful and sweet. It's just warm and feels like wearing a big, beautiful blanket next to the fireplace in the wintertime. I absolutely adore this stuff. I have so many fond, wonderful memories revolving around Ani. And this is one of the most complimented fragrances in my entire wardrobe. People love this stuff. People ask what I'm wearing when I'm wearing this fragrance, and then they write it down and they want to pick a bottle up for themselves. So if you're looking for a vanilla-based fragrance that is a little bit unique, a little diverse from the rest of the vanillas out there with that added ginger and citrus top, I highly recommend Nishane Ani. This is so scrumptious, so enveloping in its vanilla and coziness, and I absolutely adore this stuff. I'm going to continue to wear this for years to come. This has inadvertently become one of my signature scents and my absolute favorite from the house. Ani from Nishane. Well, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed my top 3 selections from Nishane. I absolutely love the brand. Please check them out if you have not. I hope you're all doing well out there. You're happy, healthy, and safe. And I hope you all tune in for more fragrance reviews in the coming days and weeks as we continue on this fragrant journey together. Thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Here we are living the dream. Feel like I'm in The Last of Us right now. How rude. Unacceptable.